What up, YouTubers? All right, so today on the agenda for this morning, I'm gonna fill this up with brush. No, I'm gonna bam, done. No, I'm gonna empty this, and then it's been raining. I don't know if you guys can hear or kind of tell that the floor is all wet and stuff like that, but I'm gonna give it like an hour, 2 hours. It looks like it's passed for the day, so I'm just trying to find some things to occupy my time. It's only 8:30, so not that big of a deal. But yeah, I'm gonna go empty this. This looks a whole lot worse than what you guys can see. This strap is very tight on here right now. This brush was like another 4 or 5 feet in the air at the time. But for today's video, I was requested by one of you guys in the comment section to let you know how I built this trailer. So real quick, just give you a rundown. I have 3 4x8 sheets of 3/4 inch plywood. Now, the thicker the plywood, the better, because it's going to be sturdier, it's going to stay straight, it's going to stay flat. It does not need to be treated, so save yourself the money. If you want to paint it, I would recommend you paint it, because after you put the screw holes and everything in there and then you go through and give it a nice fresh coat of paint, it just looks amazing. Black looks really good too. There's one of 2 ways you can do it. You can put the boards, the 2x4s and 2x6s on the outside, or you can put them on the inside. I chose to put them on the inside because I think it just gives it a much better look. But there are people that put them on the outside because they say when you fill this with debris, it gets stuck and this, that, and the other. I have filled this trailer up hundreds of times with leaves and sticks, and I mean all the way to the top, and I've never once had any issues with stuff getting stuck in there. Now, with that being said, the trailer, as you can see, is only about 10, maybe 12 inches tall. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through and let me drop this trailer real quick so you guys can see. Also, if you put walls up, you get to put these cargo buckles up, which is a game changer for those of you that are sick and tired of listening to your trailer rattle all over the place when you're driving down the road. This trailer is very light, so it doesn't need any assist, but as you can see, I ran a 2x4 straight up. Sorry about that, guys. My GoPro, it died. It was at 36% battery, and then all of a sudden, boom, it died. Whatever. All right, so I got a 2x4, 2x6, 2x6. If you got the money, you could do this all with 2x6s. I would recommend it. It would definitely strengthen it, but it's also not necessary depending on what you're doing it for. Some of you might just be doing it for what I'm doing. Some of you might just fill it with brush once in a while. I'll let you choose what you want to do, but I used 2x4s in a lot of the places, and the only spots there's 2x6s is one here, and then one here and one there, and then the one you can't see runs through the middle of the front board up there. Okay, so those are 2x6s. But as you can tell at the bottom right here, so the very first one you want to lay down is the sheet, right? And I started in the front. So you just put the one sheet up, and then as soon as you do that, you run a 2x4 or 2x6 up against it, straight up and down on the corner, and then you want to screw it in to the bottom, which is, I will come over here and show you. You want to screw it in down here or into this with self-tapping screws that you can buy at the store. Super easy to find. I know exactly where he's going, or where he just came from. They're putting in a bunch of they're putting in a subdivision literally right behind my house. But yeah, you can kind of tell what I did right here, because I have the sheet and then the 2x4, and down here at the bottom, the 2x4 and 2x4, I pre-drilled a hole, a nice hole with a drill bit, so that this lag bolt can run through. And it's actually going through this piece of metal. This is actually metal. This corner piece right here is part of the trailer, and you can see I have 2 bolts going through here. So I did that to give it a lot of structure right here. One thing that I recommend is on this outside board right here, you run this one all the way to the floor. So that way there, those two bolts are running through this one, which gives it support this way. So keep that in mind. Also have one 2x4 running right here for support. You could put another one if you wanted to, make it look better. It's up to you. But yeah, so you just put that one sheet up, then you run a 2x4 or 2x6, whatever you want, straight up, and then screw it in just down there, nothing up here yet, and then put another one, about every 16 inches you put a self-tapping screw, and then boom, you're good to go. And if you really wanted to, you can toe nail some screws into the floorboards themselves. I'm pretty sure I did that on a couple of mine. And then for the sidewalls, you can tell right here what I did. So it actually looks like I did this sidewall first, but I might have just shimmied it in there too. I'm not sure, but yeah, you just put up the wall, and then the same thing. You put a 2x6 or a 2x4 straight up, and then you just self-tap. And when I'm talking about self-tap, you guys, I'm talking about getting into the metal on the trailer right here. So you'll have to measure from the deck up how far your railing is. Oh wait, no. Oh crap, I forgot. So that bottom 2x4 is just screwed into the actual trailer itself. It's not screwed into this. Where did I screw that into? That 2x4. Guys, I forgot. It's been so long since I put this together. I'm not really sure. Maybe I put this 2x4. What did I do? How did I put this together? It's super sturdy too, so I have no idea. Maybe I have it just going straight into the floorboards. I don't know. Where did I can't even see it. Oh yeah, that is what I did. Okay, I'm stupid. You guys, I'm dumb. I'm losing my mind over here. But yeah, that's what I did. Okay, so through the sheet of plywood, you want to take some self-tappers into this rail. And then after you get a few of those in to help the plywood, then you put the 2x4 up in the corner over there, and then you that 2x4, then that's when you can take that 2x4 and you can start screwing it into this board. Okay, and then after you screw those 2x4s in down there, and then also the one that goes on this one down there, once you screw that in, then you come over here at the end, and like I said, I would run it all the way to the floor, screw it into that plywood sheet. At this point it's going to be a little shaky, nothing crazy, but then what you want to do is you want to drill those lag bolts in. Zoom, zoom, and then as soon as you do that, it's going to tighten it up, and it's going to make that very secure and very strong. And then that 2x6, you can just run it through. And then I ran 90% of my screws from the outside in, so they're going through the sheet of plywood instead of the actual 2x6 or 2x4. So they're coming from that way. And then that's just simple measurements. Like you just measure from the bottom to like the middle of this 2x4, and then level that board out and then shoot them through. I know, you guys, I'm sorry I didn't have blueprints for this, but I'm hoping if you look at it long enough, you'll actually know what I'm talking about. But yeah, these outside boards, I would recommend that you go all the way to the floor with them, because I'm thinking what I did is I put the sheet up and then I put that 2x4 on first, and then I just toe nailed a couple into the trailer to kind of hold it together, hold it straight. But if you have this from the top all the way to the ground, it's just going to be more secure going back and forth like this, because down there it's where it meets the bottom 2x4 is where the structure is going to stop me. But there's one lag bolt going through it, so it's nice. But if you go all the way to the floor, you'll get 2 lag bolts. Makes it even stronger. So yeah, pretty easy. The lag bolts on the end, the 2 are a must. Like literally, I'm telling you, because there's nothing back here to, like the front has, like those three have each other to lean on and to support each other. But back here, there's nothing. There's nothing to support this wall other than this 2x6 that is connected way down there. But that, once it comes all the way out here, it starts getting really wobbly. So that's where I would, you know. And then when you have the gate up and then you have the cargo buckles holding it tight, it really helps to stop this thing from shaking so much and coming loose and just becoming fragile. So it's a really solid trailer, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. Really good trailer. And then as you can tell, it fits my 61-inch mower in there pretty good. And there's definitely room for, if I wanted to put a push mower, some garbage cans, some leaf bags, anything like that in there also. So I hope that answers your guys' question about how I made it. And then also, if you wanted to, you could do the exact opposite and put the boards on the outside. To me, it just looks a little tacky. Like I said, if you can afford it, I would definitely go with all 2x6s. And then if you can, I would paint it, you know, before you even start building it. That's what I did. So I was able to paint every single nook and cranny of this thing, which is probably going to be great for keeping it weatherized. And then I just started cutting the wood as I needed. And then when I got done putting it all together, I just went through with a paintbrush and I just touched up on the little spots that I missed. And then if you paint it before you build it, it's a lot easier because you can just put a tarp down outside or whatever and just use a huge roller and just get it all painted real fast. But you can kind of tell what you're going to need if you want to build it. You're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think these are 4-footers, so you just need one of those. It's 10. It's 11, 12. So yeah, if you wanted if you wanted to build it with 2x6s, you could just do 13 2x6s just to be safe. Unless you guys are counting it differently than I am, but I'm seeing one here with this one together, those are going to be 8 feet, so you get one 8-foot board, and then the same thing down there, 2 8-foot boards, and then the same thing again, 3 8-foot boards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, and then one more for just in case, you know, you know, and then you can put the support that I have right here. You can run one right there too if you wanted to. So yeah, I think 13 2x6s or 13 2x4s, and that's going to be the 8-footers. I think you'll be just fine. And then 3 sheets of plywood and you'll be great. And one other thing that I did with my extra plywood I had left over, because this thing is obviously only 6 feet, so I had 2 feet left over, I just ran it right here on the front. So it's hard to tell with my lawnmower, but this entire back section right here used to be open, and I screwed that board on there so you could stand on it and you could put things on it and put a toolbox on it and stuff like that. So that's what I did. If you guys have any questions, please just leave them in the comment section. I'm sure I'll remember some things. I built this 3 years ago, so it's been a while. But yeah, you can see I got all the screws. I don't know if you can see that, but the screws are on the outside. But also, if you guys are thinking about building this to make it the same way that I did to make this trailer setup, which it's a great setup, I absolutely love it. But I don't know if you see my video yesterday, I would bring the walls only 2 feet up. Literally, I just realized that I don't need it 4 feet in the air. That way there you could save yourself a lot of money on wood too, because if you only made it 2 feet, then one of these 4 by 8 foot sheets you could use, you know, so you only need 2 of them. And then, you know, maybe 6 2x6s or whatever, but it would be way more secure. Structurally it would be a lot better. And then also, when I am filling this up with with brush, debris, stuff like that, I'm really not anymore. Not now that I have the big trailer. And then I can throw stuff in the bed of my truck. But if you do want to fill it up with leaves all the time, go with the 4-foot walls. But if you're just going to use it to haul your lawn care setup around, I would lower the walls down to about 2 feet. That way there you can get a lot better airflow. You're saving money. There's weight. You're getting the weight down a little bit. There's a lot of other reasons to go with just the 2-foot walls. So yeah, so there you guys have it. I hope that helps. If you want to put these cargo buckles in with 2-foot walls, you could still do that. You just got to put it down a little bit lower, but it'll still work the same, I imagine. And then those are simple to install. Just a bolt. You just drill the bolt right through here, and then come on the inside and you just tighten it down, and it just sits there. And these things are awesome. I highly recommend you find these ones, the ones that say cargo buckle. Even if they cost more, I'm telling you, they're 10 times better than the newer ones that I bought off Amazon this year. These things are garbage. This is the newer ones I bought. Those things are absolute trash. The straps are completely tore up, ripped up. They're just garbage. And then also they don't retract for nothing. They are terrible at retracting. I'm constantly pulling on it, yanking on it to get it to pull itself back in. They're so stupid, I'm telling you. They're trash. Yeah, I will never buy those ones again. I think I got a 2-pack for like $70. I was so pissed when I got them and I started using them. The straps came to me scratched up, tore up, ripped up. I'm like, what the heck? Cargo buckles, been running strong 3 years, don't have a single tear in either one of them. They are phenomenal. They retract every single time. They ratchet every single time. They're just amazing. So use those if you can. So that's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. Do me a huge favor and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.